What's going on, good people? I'm Lou Taylor, and today we're talking about making money and saving money at the same day time. At the same day time. Hey, at the same day time. Okay? But before we get started, make sure y'all subscribe, and don't forget, hit that bell notification. Every Saturday, I'm uploading a new video just for you in regards to house hacking, the logistics of it all, how to get started, what else? My experiences, some tips if you're interested in even doing it. I know there's a lot of people out there, but listen, add me to that list, okay? Don't forget, share. You might know some people that are looking to house hack, but just not sure where to start or what to look for. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Now, with house hacking, I've noticed that it has become a lot more popular, which I think is pretty dope and great because it is a great real estate investment strategy when you're owning a multifamily property, or even if you're not and you just have a single family. I think it's overall great. And I don't know about y'all, but if there's any way that I can lower the cost of my housing expense, period, mortgage, rent, whatever it is that you do, I'm gonna opt in and I'm gonna take it. Like, for me, it's quite easy. At least me, okay? Now, with the primary residence, you don't make money off of that, okay? Though it is an asset, you're not growing any money. Like, aside from the whole pay me in equity, watch me reverse out of debt. That's great and all, but I still want a check, okay? So that is one of the reasons why I decided to do house hacking. I mean, the whole point is to have somebody pay your mortgage so you get to live for free. For those that do want or desire this route, I highly suggest it because you get to live for free. Mortgage free. But you don't have to be a pro in this, okay? You don't have to know the ins and outs of house hacking. You don't have to know all the different facets when it comes to it. I think as long as you're resourceful and you know how to research and ask questions and go to the right people, you'll be good. You'll be fine. You know, it's the starting point for many people. So start and grow and go. For those that are not into this whole house hacking and having somebody live in your home, I get that's fine. Like, for me, later in life, I don't plan on doing this for eternity. Like, when I have my man and kids, then it's something different. I'll have properties set aside alone for renting and all that stuff. But right now, it's just a tool. But listen, there's many ways of making money, saving money. This is not end all be all. This is just the route that I've chose to do and have gone down, and many others have too. And it has been quite beneficial, very rewarding in its own sense. And if that's you, where you would like it, go forth. More about the whole saving money portion, right? You pay a lower down payment when it's a primary residence. The other thing is, because it is a home business, you get business benefits. So you get those tax deductions. You get to write off a percentage of your home, percentage of your bills when it comes to your house, and anything in terms of maintaining your house, aka your business. Ain't that like, that's lovely? I don't know about y'all, that's beautiful. To pay off, not pay off, but to write off portions of your bills. Listen, aside from that, of course, you know, your deductions and write-offs of purchases, furnishing, cleaning products, anything, stuff like that in regards to it. Now, of course, you can't write off everything, because part of that stuff is yours for your personal use. But find a good tax preparer, okay? That's all I have to say about that. Find a good tax preparer. That's another thing I suggest too. What's going on? Before I bought a house and did this whole thing, I did my own taxes and I was fine because I'm like, I know fairly what I'm doing and I don't have a lot going on concerning my financials and my income for where the IRS is gonna say you owe us. Like, no, I won't. But in getting into this, I had to get a tax preparer because I was not savvy to the housing market and the ramifications of home business and the loopholes as well that are legal, that I had the opportunity to have. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna miss anything. I wanted to dot every I and cross every T. So I hired one. I hired a tax person, and they got me right and taught me quite a bit on the greatness of what it is that I do, and I love it. As far as making money, you get to live in your home for free and make income, positive cash flow, where you can save money, you can invest that money, you can spend that money, whatever it is you want to do. But you have now a lot more wiggle room in your financials to do what it is that you'd like to do versus not having anything at all. My initial intent with buying a property was to make money. I did not originally want to buy a home to live in. I was in an apartment and I was okay being in that apartment and getting a rental property and making money off of that. Well, the realtor, spoke some gems and was just telling me that's not smart because you're still wasting money, so you need to get a home. I'm like, that's fine as long as it's multiple bedrooms because I still need to make money. Like, end all be all, that was my focus and still is. And so here we are. I have a 4-bedroom home. I rent out portions of it for people to stay in Airbnb. And then also I have another living room. So then I have a creative space where I can rent that out outside of that as well. And some people have done this, without having the platforms of Airbnb, Verbo, and Booking.com and all these other platforms, which is totally fine. I don't care to do that only because I'm still learning how to sustain it myself. So for the time being, because these platforms already have the policies in place and all the legal measures done, it's just easier for me right now to utilize their platforms for the audience, for the exposure, all that great stuff. But once I'm able to get a better understanding on how and what they do on the back end, the business end, then I'll, go into my own thing. But for now, I love it. It's great. And just being able to have like that support from those platforms if need be. It's just something that I choose to have now and kind of need. But you don't have to. You can honestly set it up yourself. Y'all listen, go and grow. If this is something you're wanting to do, don't hesitate. Don't allow other people to scare you out of this. Do your research, do your due diligence, and go. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to share them. I'd be glad to speak with you all more about it. But that is it for our time today. Be sure to subscribe. Y'all, peace out. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.